London, baby!
Since all three Sonic movies are available to watch everywhere, the first movie is free to watch on YouTube for a limited time only if you live in the United States. Sonic Movie 2 is available on Netflix, and Sonic 3 is available on Paramount Plus, or if you have Paramount Plus subscription, you can just simply watch all three movies from that streaming platform. But how about we talk about the top 5 best action scenes and fight scenes throughout the Sonic movie trilogy? Numero 5, the final battle between Sonic vs. Dr. Robotnik in Sonic Movie 1. So as we follow from a cool chase sequence from San Francisco, Paris, Egypt, and all the way to the Green Hills, Montana, we just get to the conflict where Sonic's at his low point, where Robotnik declares of, "Any last words? Guac." I like that word. Quite foreshadowing what Shadow likes about Revenge Guac in Sonic 3. But that being said, it was really nice that Tom actually stood up just to fight Dr. Robotnik, punch him in the face, and defend Sonic by saying, his name was Sonic, this was his home, and he's my friend. And the fact that, you know, even though it sounds cliche of the power of friendship will keep you alive, it basically just protect yourself. But it's a nice arc where Sonic is no longer running away from his fears or his problems. Like, he literally said in the film, I'm using it to protect my friends. And the visual effects look so amazing, how the way Robotnik stares at Sonic, and how the way that the lighting flares from each of the lighting from the VFX, the music score, and even how when Sonic destroys Eggman's space pod, I'm like, oh my god, it's just like in the games. And how the fact that Jim and Ben Schwartz did a really good job staying their characters of Jim Carrey's Eggman's line delivery. Now you done it! Guess what, Eggman? I'm not leaving Earth. You are, Donut Lord. And that's why it was so peak back then. And then we get to number 4, Sonic vs. Knuckles in Sonic Movie 2, specifically in the Labyrinth Zone. Even though the Ice Cap Zone is pretty epic, but let's be honest, the Sonic vs. Knuckles fight, like, straight out of Sonic 3, the video game when Sonic and Knuckles fight, the Labyrinth Zone looks really well adapted in live action, including out of the way where Knuckles just slam himself and take down Sonic with all of his fists, including the whole multiple punches as directly adapted from Sonic X, and then it just leads up to Jim Carrey's Eggman being a backstabber to Knuckles. But that being said, the fighting sequence of how it leads up to the underwater sequence where Sonic is trying to breathe underwater, straight from the games, and then after that, Sonic and Knuckles sees the gun at each other, and they become bros, and, you know, really cool action sequence. Then we get to number 3, Team Sonic vs. Shadow, because, first of all, it's not what we expect to see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles fight Shadow along side by side than just being separate, and the fact that Keanu Reeves definitely delivers a badass take where it just goes, walk away before you get hurt, and it just leads up for Shadow, this one and only hedgehog, just KO all the Team Sonic members. Then it leads up to this Tokyo Drift chase scene where Sonic is literally chasing Shadow through a motorcycle. They adapted elements from the games, but they definitely make it from their own, more specifically from Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog, but still, it was so awesome to see that with the electric stuff. And then we move on to Team Sonic versus Eggman in the giant Death Egg robot Sonic Movie 2. I mean, come on. After the build where Sonic actually makes friends with Tails and then be friends with Knuckles, and then we see the iconic Sonic Heroes trio just being a team members, like, all together just to line up and just be like, this is our moment. Jim Carrey's Eggman using the power of the Master Ramble and just consuming it just to make the Death Egg robot straightly so well into live action. And come on, it just leads up to the Supersonic sequence where we got straight elements from Sonic Unleashed and just taking down Sonic 06 style where he taps the foot down